Hello everyone, welcome back to my presentation on how to install an outlet. I will talk about how electricians work with the tools, how you can install an outlet safely, how to fully circuit a troubleshoot, and why HCA is so important in electrical work. I will also talk about my future goals as an electrician. In electrical work, is very important because we use electricity every day in homes, schools, offices, and endurance. As electricians, we must work carefully, solve technical problems, and always focus on safety. First, I will introduce some of the most common tools electricians use. So, the tools we use are the multimeter. We use the multimeter to measure voltage, resistance, and current. We also have voltage tester. We use that to check if it's power, if the power is on or off. Tape measure. We use the tape measure to measure how the cables have the length or the placement. Power drill. We use the power drill to make holes and install equipments. Gloves. The gloves is a big part of how electricians work. I use it to protect against electric shocks when I'm working with electricians things. We also have safety shoes. The safety shoes is when we are working with a hammer, for example. You need the safety shoes to protect our feet when we are working with some heavy things. Safety glasses. The safety glasses is to protect our eyes when we are working. We also have a breaker panel. The breaker panel controls electronics circuits. Okay, so at first we're going to talk about HDA. HDA is important not only for electricians but for everyone at the workplace. Safety and all that can reduce accidents and injuries. Before starting working, we often perform a risk assessment. We check if there are dangerous constructions and make sure we use the correct protective equipments. We must also keep the workplace clean and organized to avoid accidents. Okay. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install an output. So we have the N leaders, the L leaders, and where the copper is going to go. So we need a cable and many tools that I have talked about before. I'm going to show you guys this. Okay, so when you put in the output in the wall, you always need to have some sort of way to always have like a very nice length between the lattice and the output. And we use a lattice clammer to make the cable sit rock hard into the wall so the cable don't fall out of the wall. So the things I'm gonna do is to advise the cable, as you can see I'm doing right now, in a very mentally and easy way. You just put the protections out, and then, as you can see now, I'm now going to use this tool to advise the cables so we can be ready to put the cable into the output. We also need to use this flat screwdriver to make sure the output is perfectly and ready to put in where we want the cables to come in. So you put in the N leader. Now you take the flat screwdriver and screw it in as it, and then find out that it's rock hard. Then you know it's perfectly fitted. I'm also going to do this to the other N leader, so it's pretty much installed. So you can see right now. I advised this cable too short, I see now, but afterwards we get this placement where we make sure the outlet is safe and the cable is perfectly fitted in the outlet, so we can screw it in rock hard. And then we have the cover where it's going to go into this one. When you're finished with all of this, you use this part of the outlet to place the outlet in, and now you have a perfectly fitted outlet. We also have the multimeters where we can okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to use a multimeter. So as you can see now, the multimeter is off. We also have voltage, resistance, and amps. When you are using the multimeter, when you are installing an outlet, you use the resistance, and then as you can see we have the where you want your cables to go in when you are charging your phone or maybe your PC, and then you put the two sticks in to these two holes, as you can see now. When you put those into these two holes, we get a resistance, and that's perfect. And when you get the resistance, you know that the cables are perfectly placed and perfectly where you want the cables and the things into it. Also need the 5 centimeters to know that it's perfectly fitted in the walls. So when we are using the Leti, so the things that we are using are a Leti clammer and a Leti. You use the Leti clammer and the Leti like this. You take the Leti in like this, and then you use the Leti clammer and a hammer. Then we have the cable, see now. Then we are putting the Leti clammer into the cable where the Leti is going to go out, and then you just push down with your hammer so the Leti is going downwards and into the wall, and then your cable is perfectly fitted where you want it to be. Now I'm going to talk about my future in my electrical dream. So I'm going to talk about that electricians are working pretty hard. So now we have come to the place in this video where I'm gonna explain my future in Electro. In the next school year, I want to study El Energi og Ecom. It's because I'm very fascinated in electricians' work and how the technology is working. I'm very interested in the modern way that electricians are installing, and that's why I want to choose automation, a very smart technology, because the electricians are developing very quickly, and I want to learn more about how I can be a better electrician and continue learning new technology in the future. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you liked what you have seen.